Well, we lost our steel guitar player. Does anybody know where he is? Hey, yeah! I hunted all over for him. He was up there behind the steel all the time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Cash joined the military just as soon as he could because he wanted to get out of Kingsland, Arkansas, because he hated picking cotton. They sent him to Germany, bought his first guitar over there for $5, came back to Memphis, going to be a big star, had to take a job as a door-to-door vacuum cleaner salesman. Man, he hated that job. Heard they were making a ton of money up in Detroit. He went up to Detroit, ladies and gentlemen, and got him a job on the assembly line where he worked for a while. And he hated that worse than selling vacuum cleaners. So he came back to Memphis, but he lucked up and met Mr. Sam Phillips. And Sam put him on the road to success. You know, that trip up to Detroit was not a total waste, though, because he got some material for a great song. And I want to share it with you. It goes like this. Well, I left Kentucky back in '49. I went to Detroit working on the assembly line. First year I spent putting wheels on Cadillacs. Every day I'd watch them mules roll by, and sometimes I'd hang my head and cry, because I always wanted me one that was long and flat. I devised myself a plan, it'd be the envy most any man. I'd sneak it out in a lunchbox in my hand. Now getting caught meant getting fired. I figured I'd have it all by the time I retired. Have me a car worth at least $100 grand. You know how I'd get it? I'd get it one piece at a time. It wouldn't cost me a dime. You know it's me when I go through your town. I'm gonna ride around in style, drive everybody wild. I'll have the only one there is around. Now the first day, when I checked in for my big lunchbox and help from my friends, I left that day with a lunchbox full of gear. Oh, I never considered myself a thief. Jim wouldn't miss just one little piece, especially if I strode it out over several years. Next day I got me a big fuel pump, then I got an engine in the trunk, then I got a transmission and all the chrome. The little stuff we got in my big lunchbox, like nuts and bolts and all four shocks. The big stuff we snuck out my buddy's mobile home. Up to now, everything was all right till we tried to put it together one night. Then we realized something was definitely wrong. Because the motor was a 53 and the transmission was a 63. When we put the bolts in, all the holes is gone. Well, we drilled out the holes so the bolts would fit with a little bit of help from a adapter kit. Had that motor running just like a song. Well, the headlights, they were quite a sight. We had 3 on the front, 2 on the right. When we pulled the switch out, all 5 of them come on. And the rear end looked a little funny too when we put it together and when we was through, because I swear it only had one great big tail fin. About then, my wife come out, and I could see in her eyes she had her doubts, but she hopped in the back and said, "Y'all, take me for a spin." We headed uptown to get the tags, and I drove straight up that big man drag. You could hear them laughing at me from miles around. But at the courthouse, they didn't laugh. Oh, to write it up, it took the whole staff, and when they was through the title, we poured it back. You know how I got it? I got it one piece at a time. Wouldn't cost me a dime. You know it's me when I go through your town. I'm gonna ride around in style, drive everybody wild. I'll have the only one there is around. Wait, I'm getting a call on my CB. Come back, good buddy. Red Rider, is that you? Yeah, this is the Psycho Billy Cadillac coming at you. What's that? The cost of this automobile? Why, you might just say I drove up to the factory and picked it up. They're cheaper that way. What's that? The year of this car? Funny you should ask. It's 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61 automobile. It's 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 66, 71, 2003 automobile. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, it's quite obvious that we got some Johnny Cash fans here tonight, that's for sure. We got something else special for you here. Now, this gentleman right back here, now, he does probably the best Merle Haggard I ever heard in my life. Y'all probably don't want to hear no Merle Haggard, though, do you? Oh, you do? All right, well, let's get him to do one. This is Mr. T.J. Weger here, ladies and gentlemen.
First thing I remember knowing was a lonesome whistle blowing and a ice stream going up to ride. On a freight train leaving town, not knowing where I'm bound, no one could steer me right, but Mama tried. But an old rebel child from a family meek and mild, my mama seemed to know it lay in store. In spite of all my Sunday learning, go to bed I keep on turning, so Mama couldn't hold me anymore. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right. Mama tried to raise me better, but her feet denied that we'd only made a blame. Daddy rest his soul, and Mama did the Lord, tried so very hard to fill his shoes. Working hours without rest, wanted me to have the best. She tried to steer me right, but I refused. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right. Mama tried to raise me better, but her baby denied that he's only main blame 'cause Mama tried. That he's only main blame 'cause Mama tried. That he's only main blame 'cause Mama tried.
I thought Merle was in the house. Woo!
The guitar's hanging back. Guitar's hanging back a little bit.
Oh, that was me doing that. What's that? Maybe not.
That was your mic.
Anyway,
We don't know.
we'll figure it out. Oh, well, moving right along here. You know, back in 1974, things were not going so good for Johnny Cash's career. It kind of took a little dip. TV show had canceled out on him, and he went to his record company. He said, "I want to go to Folsom Prison and record a live album." They said, "Have you lost your mind completely? Who's going to buy it? The prisoners?" He said, "Well, I think it's a good idea, and if you won't pay for it, I will." And he did. He paid for it. He got a whole semi-truckload of equipment and went down to Folsom Prison. They recorded live at Folsom Prison. He brought it back to RCA Record, played it for them. They said, "Whoa, that's some good stuff. We will put money behind that." It's a good thing they did, because that was his biggest selling album of all time, ladies and gentlemen. And, Alright, this is the #1 requested song off of that album by the Prisoners. Now you're going to appreciate this a whole bunch more if you pretend you're a prisoner. I saw a few of you on the intermission. It's not going to be that big a step. I'm kidding. Early one morning I was making around. I took a shot of cocaine, I shot my woman down. I went home and I went to bed. That loving 44 beneath my head. Early next morning I grabbed that gun, took a shot of cocaine, away I run. I run real good, but I run too slow. They caught up with me in Juarez, Mexico. Sitting on the hotbed, popping the pills. In walked the sheriff from Jericho Hill. He said, "Willie, your name is not John Brown. You're that dirty hack that shot your woman down." "Yeah, my name is Willie Lee. If you got a warrant, just read it to me." I shot her down cause she made me slow. I thought I was her daddy, but she had 5 more. When they caught me, I was dressed in black. Put me on a train and they sent me back. Couldn't find one friend to go my bail. They thought I dried a carcass in that county jail. I heard that sheriff coming down the track. He tried, get his dough. Come dirty hack into that district court. And to that court my trial began. It was handled by 12 honest men. Just as that jury race started out, oh, that little judge commenced to look about. About 5 minutes, a man walked back in. He had the verdict in his right hand. That verdict read in the first degree. I said, "Lordy, Lordy, have mercy on me." That judge just grinned and he picked up his pen. 99 years in that Folsom pen. 99 years underneath that ground. I can't forget the day I shot my woman down. Hey, everybody, listen to me. Lay off that whiskey, let that cocaine be. Words you can live by. You know, when Johnny Cash got back from Germany and started working at Sun Records, the first friend he made was Carl Perkins. He was talking to Carl one day and he said, "Carl, when I was over in Germany, I went to a dance. I was standing on the dance floor, beside the dance floor. A guy come off that dance floor just from dancing with this woman. He said, 'You know, that girl I was dancing with stomped all over my blue suede shoes.'" He said, "Carl, I thought that was quite humorous. You ought to write a song about blue suede shoes." Carl said, "Well, that sounds like a silly thing to be writing about. If I go to the trouble of writing it, are you going to record it?" He said, "I promise you, I will record it." Well, Carl went off and wrote the song. He come back a few weeks later, come in the studio. Johnny Cash had just left to go out on tour. Guess who was sitting there? Elvis was sitting there. Elvis heard a few bars of that song. You know what he said? He said, "Thank you very much, Mr. Phillips. I think I can do a very good song of that song. I think I can sing it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much." Sam Phillips said, "What did he say?" "Thank you very much." I think he thinks he can sing that song. So they let Elvis sing a few bars of it, and the rest is history. I'm going to show you what it would have been like if Johnny Cash had got his hands on it, okay? I did it in the key of F, right? Yeah. One for the money, two for the show. Get ready and go, can't go and don't. Devil I've been with you. You can do anything, lay off my boots with you. Knock me down, stomp on my face, render my name all over the place. Do anything that you want to do. Oh, them shoes and up. Devil my boots with you. You can do anything, lay off my boots with you. You can knock me down, steal my car, drink my liquor from an old fruit jar. Do anything that you want to do. Me down, steal my car, bring my liquor from an old fruit jar. Do anything that you want to do. Never remember to switch you. You can do anything that happened to switch you. Thank you very much. You know, Johnny Cash and Elvis got to be real good buds, and you know how buds are. Buds are friends. They like to pick on each other from time to time. And Elvis started doing an impression of Johnny Cash in his show. So then Johnny Cash turned around and started doing an impression of Elvis in his show. Now, if you don't believe me, you can pull it up on YouTube when you get home. I promise you, Elvis doing it. We're going to try to reproduce just a touch of that.
Well, since my baby left, I found a new place to dwell. Down at the end of the lonely street, thought when you go take a little bit. I've been so lonely, baby. I've been so lonely. I've been so lonely, I could die. Well, my tears keep flowing. There's clear stress and black. Been so long on the street, the middle Coleman back. Well, I've been so lonely. I've been so lonely. I've been so lonely, I could die. Oh, give your baby Asia, got a tale to tell. Take a walk down on the street to a Heartbreak Hotel. Baby, I've been so lonely. I've been so lonely. I've been so lonely. I get down, Mr. TJ, would you take it in? You got a tale to tell. Take a walk down on the street to a big hotel. Well, baby, I've been so lonely. I've been so lonely. I've been so lonely.
Play that again, Ollie.
Baby. Oh, if your baby Alicia, you got a tale to tell. Take a walk down on the street to a great hotel. Well, I've been so lonely. I've been so lonely, y'all. I've been so lonely, I could die.
I think I hurt myself. have mushy. But that's the wrong stand. I need this stand. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now, lady, we're in the dressing room over there. And it doesn't say that it kind of looks, if you don't know the difference, it kind of looks like we were in the ladies' dressing room. Ladies' bathroom over there. But we're not, we're in the dressing room. But this lady misunderstood, she came in there by accident. While she was in there talking to him, she told me that she's having, I can't remember how many was it? 10-year anniversary. Samantha and Chad, where are you? Where are you? I don't see you. Oh, no wonder I can't see you. I can't see you. Where are you, Samantha? You see her over there? Stand up. Stand up.
This was their song. This is their wedding song.
All right, well, this is the reason I brought that up, especially, is because this is her favorite song. It's her and her husband's favorite song. It goes like this. You can hum along to this. I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the end out for the tide that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line. Back in the back, you're not humming. I find it very, very easy to be true. I find myself alone when each day's through. You know I'd even be a fool for you. Because you're mine, I walk the line. Sure as night is dark and day is light, I want to be with you each and every night. And loving you only proves that's right. Because you're mine, I walk the line. You find a way to keep me on your side. You give me cause for love that I can't hide. For you know I'd even turn the tide. Because you're mine, I walk the line. While I have this opportunity, Mr. Don Cox on the bass over here, ladies and gentlemen. They used to say that James Brown was the hardest working man in show business. Well, Don Cox has taken his place, ladies and gentlemen. He works with about 8 different bands in Pinellas County over there. In Florida, we down from Florida, Tampa Bay. We flew all the way up here from Tampa Bay to be with you guys. Mr. Joe Martin on the drums back there. Joe! Kokomo, Indiana. Joe Martin got more soul than he can control. On the steel guitar, on the guitar, singing over here, Merle Haggard. And he can do Johnny Cash good as I do too, but we're not going to tell him about that, okay? Mr. T.J. Weger, ladies and gentlemen. He refuses to shave his beard off. You can't do Johnny Cash with a beard. I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the end out for the tide that's by. Because you're mine, I walk the line. Thank you very much. You know, Johnny Cash got a call from his agent back in 1961, and the agent said, I don't know if you've been listening to the radio or anything, but Patsy Cline has been in a terrible car wreck. She's been in the hospital now for over 6 months. Before she went in the hospital, she recorded a song, and it's been climbing the charts, but she needs to be out there promoting that song, but her band's broke up. Would you mind if she joined you on tour? Johnny Cash says, no, man, send her on out. That'd draw a lot of people in. And it sure did, ladies and gentlemen. We happen to have Miss Patsy Cline with us tonight.
Gonna live it up and tear it down, in the blues and paint the town. Got a lot of rhythm in my soul. Well, come on, baby, let's go tonight, together, you and me. Baby, baby, when you hold me tight, ooh, wee, what you do to me? The big black hand don't clock, tell me that it's time to rock. Got a lot of rhythm in my soul. All right, boys. And lots of lows, and the music's hot, dancing every day, and you have to more. When that fun gets over the hill, well, we won't stop, we'll be rocking still. Got a lot of rhythm in my soul. Come on, daddy, let's go tonight, together, you and me. Baby, baby, when you hold me tight, ooh, wee, what you do to me? The big black hand don't talk, yeah, help me, that's time to rock. Got a lot of rhythm in my soul. You and me, baby, when you hold me tight, ooh, wee, what you do to me? Big black hand don't stop, yeah, that it's time to ride. Got a lot of rhythm in my soul. Got a lot of rhythm in my soul. Hey, everybody! You know, I got another song that I'd like to dedicate this especially to Sam and Mike.
Sam and Mike?
That's right.
And this happens to be the same song that was climbing the charts when Patsy went into the hospital.
This song was on the charts for 38 weeks. And while Patsy was in the hospital, they thought Patsy wasn't going to make it. And she heard this sweet little voice on the radio singing this song in a tribute to her. And she said, who is that girl? They said, well, that's a new little girl in town. Her name is Loretta Lynn. She said, I want to meet that girl. So they brought Loretta to her bedside, and they became the very best of friends. And I'd like to do that song right now. And I think you're going to remember it. I fall to pieces each time I see you again. I He wants me to find someone to love, someone who love me too, the way you used to do. But each time I go out with someone new, you are mine and I fall to pieces. Yes, you are mine and I fall to pieces. Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, what is your favorite Patsy Cline song? Crazy? Crazy? Is that your favorite? And that's your favorite? Is that everybody's favorite? Well, it's my favorite too. You know, Patsy wasn't going to do this song. Now I'm going to tell you something, and this is a true story, and it's hard to believe it, but when Patsy first got that song, she said, well, who wrote this song? They said, well, it's a new little songwriter in town. His name's Willie Nelson. She said, oh. She said, I don't like that song. She said, I'm not going to sing it. When Willie first wrote this song, true story, it was not called Crazy. It was called Stupid. I'm stupid. They changed it to Crazy. You guys ready? Are y'all ready? I'm crazy, crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. Oh, I knew you'd love me as long as you wanted. And then someday, you'd leave me for somebody new. Worry, why do I let myself worry? That my love could hold you. I'm crazy for crying, crazy for trying, and I'm crazy for loving you. Crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for crying, crazy for trying, and I'm crazy for
You know, it turns out Johnny Cash and Patsy Cline had a lot in common.
True.
They like to sit out behind the theater and have a few beers after the show, and Yeah, they did, and one night they was having a few beers, and Johnny Cash turned to Patsy Cline, he said, Patsy, where all you done played? And she said,
I've been everywhere, host.
you done been everywhere?
I have been everywhere, host.
Man, what a great song that would be. And that's how Johnny Cash ended up recording this song here. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross that desert bare, man. Breathe that mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share. I've been everywhere. When the rain was called in Fargo, Minnesota, Buffalo, Toronto, Winslow, Sarasota, Wichita, Tulsa, Ottawa, Oregon, Panama, Panama, Antico, Bango, Baltimore, Chapel, Amarillo, Amarillo, Sangarilla, Bangarilla. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross that desert bare, man. Breathe that mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share. I've been everywhere. Been to Boston, Charleston, Dayton, Louisiana, Washington, Houston, Kingston, Tennessee, Monterey, Faraday, Santa Fe, Appaloosa, Glen Rock, Black Rock, Little Rock, Appaloosa, Tennessee, Tanqueray, Sugar Ray, Spirit Lake, Grand Lake, Crater Lake, Devil Lake, Peace. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross that desert fair, man. Breathe that mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share. I've been everywhere. Been to Louisville, Nashville, Knoxville, Oklahoma, Triggerville, Jacksonville, Waterville, Costa Rica, Pittsfield, Springfield, Bakersfield, Peachport, Hackensack, Cadillac, Fond du Lac, Davenport, Idaho, Argentina, Appaloosa, Pasadena, Catalina. See what I mean? I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross that desert fair, man. Breathe that mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share. I've been everywhere. Been to Pittsburgh, Parkersburg, Gravelburg, Eldorado, Ellsworth, Rexburg, Eldorado, Lattimore, Attaboy, Commodore, Chattanooga, Jasper, Nebraska, Alaska, Oklahoma, Baraboo, Wallabies, Kalamazoo, Kansas City, Sioux City, City, Rapid City. What a pity! Everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. I'll set things better, man. Breathe that mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share.
I know one place you haven't been.
Oh, I've been everywhere.
You have been everywhere, man.
That's a tongue twister there. Yeah. Here's a little. You try to learn
We've got 5 minutes.
Got 5 minutes?
Yep.
5 minutes. Doggone. I'm gonna try this one. I want to do this one. A lot of you folks have heard this one before, but 4th of July, Memorial Day. I bet you didn't know Johnny wrote it though. I was walking through a courthouse square on a park bench. Old man was sitting there. I said, your courthouse is kindly run down. He said, it'll do for our little town. I said, and your flagpole kind of leans a little bit, and man, that is a ragged old flag you got hanging on it. He said, have a seat. So I sat down. He said, is this the first time you've been to our little town? I said, I think it is. He said, well, I don't like to brag, but we're kind of proud of that ragged old flag. Do you see that hole in that flag there? You got that when Washington crossed the Delaware. And that burn it got when Francis Scott Keys sat watching it, writing, oh say can you see? It got a bad tire down in New Orleans with Pakenham and Jackson tugging at his sleeves, and it almost fell at the Alamo beside the Texas flag, but it waved on. It cut with a sword at Chancellorsville. It cut again at Shiloh Hill. And there was Robert E. Lee, Beauregard, and Bragg, and the South wind blew hard on the ragged old flag. At Flanders Field in World War I, she got a bad hole from a Bertha gun. Turned blood red in World War II. Hung limping low for a time or two. She went to Korea. She went to Vietnam. She went where she was sent by Uncle Sam. Native Americans, red, yellow, white, they all shed red blood for the stars and stripes. She guarded over our ships on the briny foam, but do you know they almost quit waving her here at home? In her own land, she's been abused. She's been burned, denied, refused. And the government for which she stands is scandalized throughout the land. She's getting threadbare. She's a wearing thin, but she's in mighty good shape for the shape she's in. So we put her up each morning. We take her down each night. We don't let her touch the ground, and we fold her upright. As a matter of fact, I do like to brag, 'cause I'm mighty damn proud of our ragged old flag.
Thank you so much, everybody. We're just so glad to be back with you again. We had a great time being here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. T.J. Weger on the guitar. Mr. Don Cox on the bass. Mr. Joe Martin on the drums. Miss Ruby Tuesday right here is Dolly Parton, June Carter, and Patsy Cline.
Thank you.
And my name's Keith Coleman, hope you enjoyed the show. Roll in my sweet baby song. Roll in my sweet baby song. Lay around the shack till they're bring them back. Roll in my sweet baby song. One more time. Roll in my sweet baby song. Roll in my sweet baby song. Lay around the shack till they're bring them back. Roll in my sweet baby. Roll in my sweet baby. My sweet baby.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, guys. It's wonderful to be here again tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you.
More fun than the barrel of monkey. I think
Absolutely.
I might have to move to Texas. That's all it is.
I love it.
No wonder Johnny Cash and all of them come out here.